and it's being present. So
Yes.
I have anxiety. I've suffered from anxiety for a long time, and one of the main things that can help you with anxiety is to be present. Smell the smells and feel the feelings. There's a really good poem. I pulled it out for here, and I can't find it right now. I think it's called Ithaca. It's about. I'll put it on the podcast. It's the link to it. It's about you're on this long journey, but enjoy the rocking of the boat and maybe you're sick. Enjoy the feelings of being sick.
Yeah.
Enjoy everything, the rain, the sun, and it's hard when you're in those tough spots like you were just talking about to feel, but it's definitely important.
Yeah. And it's about practicing in times of calm to prepare for the storm. So looking for opportunities to practice. So you asked, what can you do? So think about, the next time you're driving in rush hour traffic and some jackass cuts you off. You know, that's an opportunity. Rather than flipping them off and getting all pissy about it, you know what? Just take a breath, slow down, open up to whatever feelings coming up, allow that to be there, accept that, reconnect with your emotional self, and carry on. That's an opportunity. And when you start shifting these minor annoyances from annoyances to opportunities, it's it's pretty incredible what happens. You know, Again, even from a business standpoint, when things go sideways and you want to get angry, you want to get mad, you want to just recognizing that, okay, you know what? Here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity for me to practice experiencing the feeling and deciding how I'm going to respond to this.
And I'll tell everybody out there, my worst decisions are reactionary. Always. My worst decisions are reactionary. So it could be that email that you send. It could be that phone call or that text message that you send when you're pissed off and you're angry and why, and you shoot off this email and then you're like, oh, why did I do that?
Yes.
Um, and you hurt feelings and hopefully nothing worse than that. It's just for making those reactive decisions.
Yeah. And, for guys, I think part of it is surrounding yourself. So I started an organization called Connected Men, which runs men's groups every week. And really, it's literally an opportunity for us to practice feeling. We've got a group of guys that get together with the intention of allowing ourselves to feel. And we've got a number of different themes every week. I use the analogy of physical fitness. If you want to be physically fit, you need to go work out a couple of times a week. Yet, what do we do for our emotional fitness? Absolutely nothing. So, this is about creating a space for guys to get together, drop the mask, the stereotypical bullshit, and talk about Jesus, you know what it feels like to be a business owner that's a sole provider, that's this, that's that, and just be able to feel that in a safe environment. And we get the opportunity to practice holding space. Um, and for me, that's really the definition of holding space is about creating an environment where we're fully present with another's experience, but also fully aware of how their experience impacts us. So if you're sharing with me being fully present to your experience, but also being fully present to how your experience is impacting me. And that practice of holding space. So it's not about fixing things. So if you start talking to me about how heavy this feels to be the boss, to be the leader, to always have to have the answers, it's not about me telling you, yeah, but you know what, Ryan, that's okay because yada, yada, yada. It's about me asking you questions to take you deeper into that experience. So, what does that really feel like physically? Where do you feel that? Do you feel it in your chest? Emotionally, what is that? Where do you go with that? What do you do with that? Let's unpack that a little bit. And again, just creating that space to explore. Um, the holding space thing is so powerful. And as guys, typically, we're not very good at it. We tend to like to fix things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this is another opportunity just to practice that holding space. I had a brilliant example of that a while back. Well, two examples. One of us not doing that. So one of the guys in our group um, was new to the group, and we'd kind of gone around the circle, and a bunch of guys had shared some things, and it came to him, and he said, "You know, I feel a little bit inadequate. You guys all have this life experience to share, and I feel like I have nothing to contribute." Um, so I said, "Okay, well, what does that feel like sitting here sharing that with us?" And we got to the root of it was he felt ashamed that he had nothing to offer. And immediately, and myself included, we all started fixing it. Oh no, dude, you got lots to offer. You're a great guy. I'm sure you've got tons of valuable experience that you can. And we started fixing it. That is not holding space. Perfect example of holding space. A couple of weeks later, I was out with my daughter, who was 16 at the time, and we were out for a coffee while she was getting her tires changed. And she asked me what was up, what was going on. So I started talking about some of the things we do in our men's group and why it's important, what the importance of allowing men to feel. And I said to her at one point, I said, do you understand why this is important? I said, because emotionally connected men don't kill people. And I absolutely fell apart, absolutely lost my mind. I started crying in the middle of this busy coffee shop. And of course, I immediately started trying to suck it up and pull myself together. And she just looked at me, little contented smile on her face. She leaned forward. I'm going to cry telling you about this. One of the most beautiful moments of my life. She leaned forward and she said, "Dad, you've just spent the last 20 minutes explaining to me the importance of allowing men to feel. Let it out," she said. And she just sat there. And I thought, what a beautiful example of holding space from a 16-year-old girl. Like it was just, again, it was one of the most beautiful experiences I've had with my daughter. It was incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
again, the opportunity to practice these things, just looking for those opportunities, I think is a big part of it. And like I said, that starts with the slow down piece.